Imagine for a moment that you're backstage before a show. You can't see much in the dim lights except for the faint outlines of your fellow cast members shifting anxiously or the soft ripple of the curtain. Popcorn fills your nose as you start to hear the shuffle of the patrons getting to their seats. Next, your heartbeat drums in your ears as you hear the announcement for the show and the overture begins to play. And slowly the curtain opens and you see a blinding light. Next thing you know, you're about to become someone else for the next 2 or so hours. Either you're having an identity crisis or you're about to put on a show. Many of you might know this feeling or might want to know what it feels like. Either way, the magic of theater is something we all should experience, I wholeheartedly believe. Now today I will talk about 3 very different roles that I have played in my time with the community theater. I've been involved with the theater for about 2 years or so, and I've fully immersed myself in the roles that I have taken on. Now, I have 3 characters that I have played over my time in the theater. The first one is Ronette from Little Shop of Horrors. The second one, Grandma from the Addams Family musical. And my most recent one, Sister Mary Leo from Nonsense to the Second Coming. Now, I've given some context to you guys. Let's go ahead and take a trip first down Skid Row. Little Shop of Horrors is a musical written in 1982, and it has a setting in kind of an urban slums area, hence the name Skid Row. I played Ronette. She is one of a set of 3. There's 3 characters, her, Chiffon, and Crystal, that kind of go around and narrate the show, kind of in a Greek chorus style thing, kind of Disney's Hercules. Now, according to the Utah Shakespeare Festival website, on their 2025 article entitled Characters in the Little Shop of Horrors, the 3 characters of Ronette, Crystal, and Chiffon have 2 completely different sides to their character. All 3 of them are pretty much in that vein. They have what we see here, all 3 of us in our kind of street urchin style of clothing. As you see here, this is street urchin Ronette. I kind of modeled her character after, funnily enough, the Artful Dodger, even though there's nothing British about my character here. And secondly, they go into a glamorous girl group kind of style. Think the Ronettes and the Supremes, all those 60s girl groups, Motown from the 1960s. That's me as glamorous Ronette. Now she's a lot more polished and dignified in this kind of state. As her street urchin style here, let me go back to that. I kind of portrayed her as a little money hungry, and she's often portrayed as the leader, so I went ahead with that. And it's pretty much the same thing when she's all glammed up, except she has less of a rough and tumble personality. All right, next. Now, this is where we'll get fun. Ronette definitely helped me love musical theater. Grandma Addams was completely different, as you can so see here. Now, the Addams Family New Musical Comedy was first performed in 2010. And Grandma here, feisty, 102 years old, completely crazy. In the article entitled Move Toward the Darkness, Part 3, Meet Grandma Addams, that's written by Amanda M. Gunther in 2015. The character Grandma is described as old, decrepit, and questionable, which I think describes her to a T. 100%. Now it says also in that article, and something that I had a challenge with myself was to kind of hobble around like a 102-year-old woman and speak like a 102-year-old woman. It was a little rusty, but that grandma voice definitely was something I had to perfect throughout the whole show. So, Grandma is insane. I could not sit still. I had to constantly be moving, constantly be fidgeting with something, constantly have a big crazy smile on my face. I had to cackle also, which, much to the delight of the children in the cast, they adored that. It was definitely a Wicked Witch of the West cackle, which I'm not going to do here, unfortunately. All right. Well, I was kind of afraid as well that I would be completely lost in Grandma if I went any further with my character, but I came out pretty unscathed. Okay, now playing a whimsical character was very fun, but it is nice to get to something a little more grounded. If you can call a roller skating wannabe ballerina non-grounded. The original show Nonsense 2: The Second Coming was first performed in 1993, and the character I played is named Sister Mary Leo. Now, she's very interesting. She is the novice of the group. She wants to dance. All she wants to do is dance. She wants to be a prima ballerina, and she's often overshadowed by the other sisters. Mostly, she's a novice. She's young. She's a lot younger than the others. Now, a character breakdown from TheaterWorks Florida entitled Nonsense, Synopsis, and Character Description describes Leo as wanting to become a prima ballerina and join in the mischief at times, which I did find my character joined in plenty nun-related shenanigans when Reverend Mother wasn't looking. Now, a big part of playing Sister Mary Leo was being on wheels. In the original show, she wore roller skates because Reverend Mother did not want her dancing the ballet at their variety show. So she instead roller scooted around because she wasn't allowed to wear a tutu. Apparently I needed handles. So when I played Sister Mary Leo, I used a scooter. Scooted around stage. I think it added a little to the absurdity of the whole thing. It got a lot of laughs, a lot more than I think if I would have been on roller skates. Now, today you heard a brief breakdown of all of the parts that I have played in thus far in my theater career. First, Ronette. She's street smart, silly, a leader, grandma, insane, kooky, crazy, and Sister Mary Leo, ambitious, kind, and a little mischievous. Musical theater has so many diverse roles to explore and to be brought to life, and I implore anybody to go ahead and check it out if you can. Now, whether you audition, perform, or work backstage, or even if you're in the audience, you are all part of the magic of theater. And the fact that one person can bring so many people to life is just incredible to me. So, if you're having a rough time with the insanity of our world today, it helps to disappear into another world and become someone else. Thank you very much.